Okay, this is a little bit of advice that I've just discovered from experience. I've got a Stihl 410 here, a TS410 concrete saw, and it completely cut out yesterday while I was using it, and it wouldn't restart. I thought it was the fuel, refueled, it was as dead as a donut. There was no spark, nothing, just wouldn't go. I took it out to the repair guy today, and he gave me a telling off for taking the top off and trying to fix it, because you're not allowed to take the top off, otherwise there's no warranty. The only bit you're allowed to take off is that bit there for the spark plug, to inspect the spark plug. Anyway, he put it back together, a company called Bulgari in Inverurie. They're actually a very good company, and he's a very helpful guy in the end. Anyway, the problem was, and I thought I'd flooded it, the problem was the choke. On the Stihl cut off concrete saw, the choke off position is down and the choke on position is up. Now this is counterintuitive because there's a crossbar here for when it's on. And usually that crossbar, a bit like the water supply bar here, when something's in that crossbar position, it means it's shut off, but not on the concrete saw. However, the reason I went wrong, and I was effectively running it with the choke on, which is why it was flooding, which is why it was shutting off, is that the first thing I had was a Stihl chainsaw, and on the chainsaw it's the opposite. Off is up. There's the 0 for off, and the choke on is down here, and that's the on position, and then the choke's down at the bottom, and off is up. So that's why I was used to the choke being, and also this icon here looks like an open icon when in fact it's off. So if you're running one of these Stihl concrete saws and it just conks out and it won't start, there's a good chance it is flooded if the spark plug's okay. And just make sure that this position at the top is the choke on, and the one at the bottom is the choke off. Now while I'm doing this, I might as well go on to the chainsaw, because my chainsaw wasn't cutting anything. And I thought, what is wrong with this? It's a fairly new chain, and all that was happening was that I was getting blue smoke. It was burning the wood, but it wasn't cutting anything. So I had a look at to see it's on the right way, and it is on the right way. It actually tells you here the correct way, and it is the correct way. But you can run your finger over and it's completely blunt. And I've got a new chain here that I've just bought. And when you run your finger over this, it's like razor wire. It's incredibly sharp. So this has got blunt very, very quickly, and I think the reason is I was cutting down some ivy, and the ivy had wire mesh wrapped around it, and I think the wire mesh has completely destroyed the chain, which is now utterly useless. So there's another bit of advice, is that if you're using a Stihl chainsaw, do not use it on anything other than wood, because if you hit any wire, you will destroy your chain. So that's it. Flooding a TS410 concrete saw by the choke being in the wrong position, and a very blunt chain on I think it's a Stihl 181C, which is otherwise a very good little device, although it's hard to start. The TS410 concrete saw has been extremely good and very easy to start. You see, again, here's the water supply, and off is straight across, and on, well, off is perpendicular and on is straight across, which again is the complete opposite of the choke. So for some bizarre reason they've made this counterintuitive. And I suppose the other thing to note is don't take this off, because when you take this off, you remove a bracket inside here, a piece of wire which controls the throttle. and the throttle will just break as soon as you take off this plastic cover. You've got to rebuild it. And there's also another little piece of wire here that controls the choke, and it also comes off if you remove this. So do not remove this plastic thing, only remove this little bit here to check the spark plug, and I hope that was all useful.